Reckless talk. Son of a bastard. Hey, reckless talk. But I got expensive habits. Don't step in salt.
Okay, people, how is it going? Kwame, how is it going? It's been a minute.
Yes, man, it's been a great time for Arsenal. Of course, we don't want to get carried away. Things can go south very quickly once you lose 2 games. But so far, I think Arteta is doing a very good job.
So far so good. Yeah, so far so good. I mean, top of our table in the Champions League. Technically, I think we've qualified for the next stage. The Premier League, we are topping the table. So we're basically here to do a match preview. It's Arsenal versus Wolves. It's a home game. We've been having a very good record at home. So hope we keep the same trajectory for Wolves. The Wolves, but they have a tendency of disappointing big teams. Last time they went to City, they beat City. The last time they went to Spurs, they beat Spurs. So hopefully, by the way, that curse or that voodoo spell that they would want to cast on us, we need to basically blow it away. So it's a game we are playing tomorrow at 18 hours. That is 6 p.m. East African time. Yeah, Kwame. So your thoughts on this?
I'm already thinking ahead. I'm actually hoping that Arteta's technical team are planning on revamping the squad. I feel like though there are people like El Neni who are very good for the morale, there's a lot of deadwood. Smith Rowe, deadwood. El Neni, deadwood. There's a few players who I feel like we can get rid because there's no use of having them on the bench and they can't play.
Yep.
Smith Rowe is injured all the time. For me, I'm thinking. Sorry.
Yeah, Kwame. So you're thinking ahead of how basically the squad can be improved. That is, if we're to win anything significant this season. But anyway, let's now focus on tomorrow's game. Focusing, looking at tomorrow's game. I mean, are you confident this is a team that we can easily go past, or are you worried?
I'm not worried because we are at home, so our home record is like impeccable. And out of the last four games we've played against Wolves, we've won all of them. It was before. It was just what do you call it? Before the 4 games, the previous 8 games before we only won 2.
Yep.
So now this Arsenal team is not the Arsenal that Wolves was used to beating like many games ago. This is a very different Arsenal. The kids are now mature. The only thing that I can say could be frustrating is like the way we played against Brentford. We don't have like an out and out box-to-box striker that can cause havoc. Like, yes, on a good day, when they play open football, they like the Rennes game, you will find some success. But people know how Arsenal play. So in the Premier League, they don't give you that space. They play 5 at the back and play on the counter. So I think we'll struggle over December. We'll struggle, but I think the game management of Mikel Arteta has improved considerably in terms of how to manage the players and how to sort of like eke out a win. So I have full faith that we are going to win this Wolves game. If we are thinking game by game, I feel like we're going to trash them. We're going to trash them. So long as we remain disciplined. What happens is if Wolves score within the first 15 minutes, then we will use so much energy to try and recover and then score. Which we have done throughout last season and this season. But defensively, because of Rice, if there's anybody we should point out, the game changer for this season is Declan Rice. So long as Declan Rice is there and he's not injured, we have a very strong fighting chance. Before it used to be Partey, but Partey gets injured often. But from the current reports, they're saying he might be back before January. He might be back before January. So if Declan can hold fort, and then we have Partey back in either late January or late December or early January. Then if we survive, because the games are coming thick and fast over December, if we can survive, because last season we only won 50% of the games in December, because the games come. But you see, the beauty about this season, our defense is the best so far in the Premier League. We have the best defense.
That's what I wanted to say. Last season, if you look at our style of play, the most lethal guys in all the departments were the forwards. Martinelli, Jesus, Saka, those are the most lethal guys. But then if you look at this season, but their striking seems to be a bit weak. But our defense, in fact, the guys who I feel like might actually win us something significant is our defense. With Saliba, Tomiyasu, Zinchenko, White, and Rice now playing that box-to-box holding midfielder. I'm telling you, our defense is one of the best defense structure right now, but in the Premier League. So actually, having said that, let me just quickly go through this head-to-head record. The last five games we've been to these guys. I remember this vividly well. The last game we played last season was with Wolves. That was it was a home game. We beat them 5-0. Then away we beat them 2-0. February 2022, 2021, 2021, 2022 season, we beat them 2-1, and then away we equally beat them 1-0. So far for the past 5 records, they've only won 1 game. So we've had a very good head-to-head record, and I'm actually hoping and anticipating, but they keep the same. We keep it the same. So
sorry,
go ahead.
I was saying, I think what is putting many people off guard this season is our impenetrable defense. Declan Rice helping to sweep ahead of the defenders, and unpredictability. Because Havertz can play midfield, Havertz can play as a false 9, Havertz can play in the left wing. Like, you don't know what he's going to do. So we have enough squad depth to play around. So you can plan for this setup, then you can change the setup mid game or even in 10 minutes you can change the game. So it's very difficult for the coaches to know what to expect. And then so it's for me, I think we are not giving enough flowers to Arteta. I think we are also too focused. But Arteta is a genius. Like the way he, first of all, he has improved most players. Like Saka has I think him and Salah are one of the top assists and goal scoring people, and he's only 22. Even Martinelli, his weakness is to run and look down, and all that. You can see some improvement in his game. Like, I think everybody in the squad, including Tomiyasu, who thought Tomiyasu would overlap?
Including Havertz.
Would have thought, but you see, Tomiyasu is known as a defender. But Tomiyasu now is creating chances. Think about it. It was only Ben White. He could defend, but he couldn't go ahead. But now he has developed his game. Now the guy can overlap and cross the ball. Like, he's the one who created the goal for Odegaard in the past, this last weekend's game. So that's what I'm saying. Arteta, what I love about Arsenal is that Arteta knows how to develop players. Right? Everybody in the squad, they are never the same. Every season they are improving somewhere. They're improving. The only person that is not going to improve, and I don't want to say Nketiah just needs to be sold. We need to hype him up and sell him in January. That's it. There's no improvement. This guy has been with us for years, and still there's no improvement there. He'll never ever improve. If he can't improve by now, there's no improvement. I think we just need to sell him, because remember, we hung on to Pepe. Potential. He went for free after paying £70 million. Again, now we want to hang on to Nketiah. We need to hype up Nketiah. Then January, when people least expect, sell the bagger. Because he's a nice guy. He's Declan Rice has talked about his mom cooking nice fufu and everything. So I mean, when you're a top club, even when you remember when what's this guy's name, the Man City coach Pep, the first 2 seasons he cleared. If you're not playing the way he wants, he clears you. Ruthless. He clears you. Just the way it is happening to Ramsdale. Ramsdale came and removed Leno. Now he's not going to survive.
Being removed by Raya.
He'll have to go. Why? Not because he can't be number 2. Because if he wants to play for England, he cannot play as a number 2. So he'll have to go. Yeah, it's just
100%.
that. Yeah. It's just that they can't say it. Yeah.
Yeah. You say that you actually mentioned something quite significant that probably maybe most fans don't even look at it. Their ability to improve players. In fact, Arteta doesn't get enough flowers. Some of the players who've been under Arteta have really, really improved. If you look at a player like Xhaka, whoever thought by the Xhaka would make a 360 turn by the way and play the way he was playing before he was sold.
We were already saying Saka out. Yeah,
man, Xhaka. Yeah. So
he has a way of improving players. The person that I feel we need to send out on loan is Fabio Vieira.
No, most definitely. By the way,
playing a few minutes is not helping. Send him to Spain to make him into a man, because I feel he's a bit weak mentally, and then he has no confidence. When you play for a top club, you're not given much time to improve.
Yeah,
that's why I feel pity for Smith Rowe, because we don't have time to watch him improve. Same to Nketiah, we don't have time. We sell Smith Rowe, we sell Nketiah for this other guy, this Fabio. For him to get market value, let's send him to either Spain or what do you call it? Spain or Portugal. He plays for a top club. If he doesn't succeed, we sell him. It's that simple. It's that simple. I feel like he has potential, but he needs to build on muscle. And I don't know. I suspect he's homesick. I feel like, because you could see glimpses of class, but I feel like he's intimidated. When you go to a big club and everybody's scrutinizing how you're playing, you make mistakes, everybody's on your case. I feel like he just needs a pressure-free environment to grow. But for the old people like El Neni, I don't know why we need El Neni. I don't know why we're keeping Smith Rowe. I don't know why we're keeping Nketiah. And even, I'll say another thing that I know you will find very surprising. For me, I feel like we need to hype up if anybody's going to offer, because people are desperate to survive, maybe win their leagues. Let's sell Partey. If we don't sell Partey this January transfer window, we're not going to get much money for him because of his injuries. So if somebody can offer us 30, 40 million pounds, I'd like Edu to use his connections in Brazil, make sure we get like a good replacement who can play. You see, Declan Rice plays almost all the games in the season. That's what we need. There's no use of saying Partey, no doubt, world class. But it's unfair, and that's where Arsenal. That's what I don't like about the board. Now they want to put all the weight on the shoulders of. To put too much weight on the shoulders of Declan Rice to carry the team the whole season. Then you'll injure the guy. Then he'll be out for 6 months or 1 year. See, as much as he's strong, let's not. We messed up Partey. But they look at the injury record of Partey in Spain, and those guys were playing tough. What do you call it? What was that Madrid. Team? Atletico Madrid. His injury record was not bad.
Yeah.
But you see, when we get a good player, now we put all because we don't want to spend money. The same way, we also need backup for Saka. But for this, because the season is already midway, we can wait and have a backup for Saka during the summer market, summer transfer window. But I feel like there's a question you were asking last time. For us to sustain the number of games in the, I feel like because December is going to take a lot from us, we need to consider either midfield or an out-and-out striker. I feel like if we don't have enough money, we need backup, because this thing of depending fully on Declan Rice, it's just too much. He's doing a lot, but it's too much. Too much work.
Yeah. So anyway, looking at the other side, let me just some of the little players that probably maybe these guys will need to look into is Hee-chan. That guy is actually a beast. Then we have Matthews Kunha, then we
Yes.
have Pedro Neto. Those are some of the most lethal players that actually, these guys need to look into. Anyway, what are your score predictions for this game?
I think off the game of I see a lot of maturity in our squad, and I think based off the Rennes game, Rennes is not a poor team. It has the best defensive record in the France league, the best, but we beat them 6-0, right? So, so long as Rice is there, and so long as Jesus is there, and Odegaard is back, 3-0.
3-0. Well, for me, my score prediction will be 4-0. I feel like I'm confident, by the way, we are going to actually run over these guys. Anyway, you guys let us know what you think in the comment section. Show you like, share, subscribe. All right, so I'll be seeing you on the next one, bro.
All right. Cheers, bro.
All right, cheers.